Members, the Learned Council has used a lot of strong terms to describe the governor of Meru. Council has painted a picture of a crisis that is in Meru. He's called it unmitigated disaster, a crisis, and gone ahead to equate the governor of Meru with Adolf Hitler. We will be demonstrating that that is a creation by the MCAs, and that indeed the people of Meru do not perceive any crisis. They do not see any threat to them, that this is a contest between the executive of the Meru County and the legislature. Honorable members, we stand before you today to represent the governor who was elected by a majority votes. The closest contestant garnered less than 100,000 votes next to the governor. Surely that means that the governor was voted in overwhelmingly. Honorable members, this is a second impeachment motion. The first one was stopped by the High Court in Meru, and that conservatory orders were issued preventing the County Assembly from in any way debating the impeachment motion, but in defiance of the court orders, they proceeded to do that. A question has been asked as to why the governor did not appear to defend herself before the County Assembly. It is for the very reason that indeed the High Court of Meru had barred the County Assembly from debating the impeachment motion. Our client risked being in contempt of court had she participated in those proceedings. So that should be able to answer the question as to why the governor never appeared before the County Assembly of Meru. But that is not all, honorable members. That is not all, honorable members. Impeachment proceedings in the High Court, the Supreme Court, and the Court of Appeal have given this guidance that they are quasi-judicial in nature, that the County Assembly ceases to be a legislative house and assumes the role of an arbiter to investigate and establish whether indeed facts that have been tabled before it are correct or not. We will have evidence before this house showing that indeed the entire house was not impartial. Before the proceedings, they all donned in uniform, chanted war cries, and promised to impeach the governor even before the move of the motion had been given a chance to debate the motion. Our simple argument to that extent is that the House was not impartial, and that had been demonstrated even before the impeachment was properly placed before the House. The governor is here to answer to the impeachment motion approved by the County Assembly of Meru and to demonstrate her innocence and give a side of the story. Her Excellency, the governor of Meru, has been a victim of the danger of one story and outright false narrative. Her successes, her leadership, her amenable character, and her passion to uplift the lives of people of Meru have been hashed for political expediency. Today we have a chance to demonstrate that Her Excellency, the governor, is a true hero of devolution. A person who should be celebrated for standing against capture of Meru County by the County Assembly. At the end of this hearing, honorable members, we demonstrate how the County Assembly of Meru failed to understand their mandate under Article 181 and Section 33 of the County Government Act, and used the impeachment as a political weapon as opposed to an oversight tool. Because impeachment, honorable members, should not be a political weapon. It is only provided for as an oversight tool. That is not what happened. On behalf of the governor, honorable members, we will show you that the purported public participation was a sham. Indeed, the members of public have not approved the proceedings before you. It is the County Assembly of Meru and the mover of this motion that usurped the role of the public and purported to give views on behalf of the public. That will come out clear during these proceedings. Honorable members, just to take you a little bit back, before August 2022, Her Excellency the Governor was serving the people of Meru as their women representative. During that time, she understood the real needs of the people, leading to an expression of desire to serve them as their governor. The people of Meru trusted her and gave her a chance to serve as their first woman governor, elected on an independent ticket. And this is important, honorable members, because Meru traditionally has been a political region. So for them to elect a woman governor and on an independent ticket, then that should mean something. Unfortunately, the governor faces impeachment, just like the first woman member of parliament in Meru, Honorable Rita Karemi. And this is a woman who was rounded out of office on trumped-up charges. We are back at it again, and we urge the Senate to look at the issues before it and find that indeed the governor has committed no wrong. We know that there has been much debate about the gender question, but the real issues affecting women leadership and the governor's unique challenge as an easy target for blackmail and subjective application of the law, being an independent candidate, should not be swept under the carpet. We are also aware that the County Assembly has listed a woman-nominated member to appear before this committee today with a view of discounting the argument on challenges faced by women leaders, which evidence we will ask the committee to treat with much suspicion and look at the facts of this case to grant the governor equal protection before the law like any other person. We wish to categorically state that the governor has never sought to be excused for any wrongdoing just because she's a woman. All she's asking is to be subjected to an independent and impartial process, but not to be subjected to an impeachment on the basis of political reasons moved by a member of County Assembly, Dennis Kogora, who, and we show this evidence, is quoted saying, or rather inviting the governor to prove that she's a woman enough. It is in that context that we are bringing the gender issue, not asking her to be excused on the basis of gender. Honorable members, the governor has been a victim of many falsehoods, contrary to the false narrative of public disapproval created in the impeachment motion and spread strategically in the public domain through the media. The people of Meru have expressed their overwhelming support for her leadership, and in reflection of their resolve and approval for her leadership, they have not been deterred by parochial culture or party politics and elected her into office, having observed her work as their women representative and having believed in her passion for a happy Meru, a quest she has expressed in her personal philanthropic work that she has done together with her husband over the years. Her husband did not just come to the public domain upon her election as governor. Notably, honorable members and chair, during the August 2022 general election, other leaders were elected mainly on party positions, but she was elected as an independent candidate in demonstration of the people's approval for her personal and individual leadership.